Hey guys, hopefully that last point I found was the start of things to come. We made one more pass and I got another one on the ground here. Looks like it might have a little bit of a tip ding, but it does look like it's a pretty point. It's got some cool color to it, so we'll check it out. Maybe they'll keep coming for me. I think that's a point.
I think it's a point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sweet point.
Oh, that's
What
wow.
the heck?
Yeah, look at that. Another really cool base. Does have, yeah, like I thought it had a little bit of a tip ding, but I'm not gonna complain about that.
I like the color.
Yeah, it's kind of got some wild stripes to it and some different colors to it. Big old base on it. So that's number 2 for me. Looks a lot like the other one I found. So anyway, we'll stick at it for a few more hours and see what we can find. All right guys, so actually Tiki just went back to the truck because she was getting some stuff. So I said, I'm gonna make a mad dash over here towards the woods where I've actually never walked before. It's kind of, we're in that same big field a couple of videos ago where we talked about walking some different areas and we found a lot of points. And we talked about trying to cover the whole field because there's a lot of little satellite sites, it seems like. So I walked way over here where I've actually never walked before again, and found a few flakes way over there towards the woods. But then on the walk back to meet up with you guys, I found started finding more and more flakes as I was going along. And it's kind of funny because all the flakes I started finding were kind of an orange color, like they have a whole different maybe mineralization or whatnot. So kind of neat, completely different. So anyway, I was walking back across here and I saw a flake laying on the ground, so I went to pick it up, and right next to it I found a pretty nice point. So called her over here, and while I was waiting, yeah, so there's the flake I was gonna grab. I thought it was a triangle at first. It's just a yeah, you can kind of see the orange color in that. And then while I was waiting, I found that guy, which is a really nice point. But yeah, you can see how it's got that all that orange to it there. So this whole side, hey, look at that pedestal it was on. That's pretty cool. Dang, nice point. I'm gonna get that washed up. I bet that's gonna be a cool color. So that's kind of a day maker right there for me.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah. So so actually, while I was sitting there waiting for her to get over here, I found a little tiny tooth. I don't even know where the heck I put that. But while I was waiting for her, I was standing here and I found another point. And it's right here. It looks a little bit more crude, but I can see that it's all worked there on the side. So yeah, almost looks
it's like a...
Okay, it's pretty crude. A lot more.
I'm not even videoing. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. Yeah, it looks like
Sorry, video make it
kind of like that one that you found. It's definitely got like a notch there.
Cool color.
Yeah, it looks like it's, I don't know if it was a broken point that they made into a big hafted scraper or if it was originally made like that. But I think we're gonna give this spot here maybe a few more minutes. Like I said, never been over here, and I found 2 points here in probably 10 minutes. So let's give this a little bit of time, and then we're gonna head on over to another spot where we have found quite a few in the past.
It's raining, but we're still out here and we're still going to try and get some more points. And we are walking across to a new section of the farm and I found a point. It's pretty buried in the dirt, so I'm not quite sure any idea what it looks like or what it is.
Looks like good material.
It looks like good material. I just don't know if it has a tip or a base.
Hopefully the rain will make the flint pop out a little bit more, but this actually looks really good. From what we can see anyway.
Right, I don't know if...
It looks like it. I mean, it's hard to...
Oh, it's a little...
Kind of beat
little
up.
wonky. Yeah, tip is missing.
Base is
kind of dinged up.
See, it looks like it's pretty good size though, doesn't it?
It's good material.
Yeah. Well, that's a good sign.
All right, we'll keep looking.
Alright guys, about 2 minutes after Tika found that big busted up point. We're walking up here. It's kind of clumpy in here. It looks like it needs a bunch more rain, but we are seeing some flint, and I think a lot of that's because of the rain that we just got. Everything's kind of glistening, and I got a little point on the ground here. It looks pretty nice. I can't see if this side's good or not, but it's got it's got a pretty nice tip right there. So tiny little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad. Yeah, looks like it's got.
We still have broken bases today.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it's got base ding there, but it's for them. Oh, jeez, your Pete's. Where are you going there?
Oh, I was.
I was gonna show you. All of a sudden you're leaving. Yeah, so.
I showed you guys my video skills today.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll walk this a little bit more, and hopefully the rain will keep off a little bit, and actually take a video what I'm trying to show her. So stick with it. Yeah, you're on.
Mike's mad at me. I flipped a point out. I thought it was a flake, so
She finds more accidental points than I do on purpose.
So he's not very happy with me right now. So we already know it's a point.
This is stupid.
See, it was right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really cool though. It's like quartzy. Oh, it's flat on that side.
Is it like made on a flake, or is it popped on that side?
No, like it's, I don't know. Feel this. One side's totally flat.
Oh yeah. Looks like it's made on a flake.
The flake point that doesn't exist?
It does now, doesn't it?
No.
Now that it's yours. Wow, that's actually probably pretty translucent. If
I bet you that's really pretty when it's washed.
Yeah, look at that. See right through it, even with hardly any light. That's a cool point.
That is a cool point.
Yeah, I'm glad. It's like they just find you.
I haven't found one in a long time today. It's been at least like 25 minutes.
Bye. All right, guys, so we were grinding it out here for the last half an hour for the last point of the day. Tika was way over there by herself, and I was over here where I was talking earlier. I walked a new spot of the field, found those 2 points that were back to back, decided to come back over to the spot to go over it a little bit more, and I'm glad I did, because I found, first off, I got this big uniface scraper. I'll have to get that washed up. It's got some working all around the edge of it there. But when I was walking over here, I walked right into last point of the day. And it looks like a pretty sweet little point too.
It does look like a sweet point.
Yeah, I'm hoping the tip's there. It's got some cool color, so hopefully that here's there. Hopefully, cement it right in the ground. Please be a tip.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's a sweet little point.
That is a nice one. Look at that. What a killer little point. It's got some teeth on it too. And I know, right? It's got.
It really looks like he like plays in the mud all day.
It's got some sweet color. Anyway, and good serrations, good tip on it. Heck of a point to finish the day. Last point of the day goes to me. But we had one heck of a day. I don't know how many points we found. We'll get them all washed up, and we got a cleanup video there, and then Tika found one heck of a cell too, which really caps off the day. So, like I said, we've been gone for a while, and we're back.
So I now have last point of the day, but Mike says I don't because our time limit was 4:30 and it's like 4:33. So
I found mine at 4:28. I'm like, I definitely got it.
so he says it doesn't count.
We're walking back to the truck, which is right there. And I just happened to look up, and she's sitting here
I just
on her
stealthily
knee.
sat down and waited for him to notice me.
I'm like, you're past the time limit. This doesn't count. But it still counts for
It
last
counts.
point of the day. If it's whole.
If it's whole, I don't even know what this is.
I know, but
It
like,
could be paleo.
she pointed the base out. It's got a concave base. And this would be
Wait, where are you going? I want to pull it out.
right here where we found those last couple paleo points is right here.
Yeah.
So there's a chance.
Or it could just be a triangle. Wow, it's like.
I know, they're really cemented in. Does it feel like there's any pressure?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a high-low?
Oh my god, I think it's a high-low.
This is a good day. Thanks for bringing me.
This is right where we found the other high-lows. Is it ground on the sides?
No, not really at all.
I didn't see it look like it, but let me get the sun here. Boy, get that washed up. That sure looks, I mean, it'd be a heck of a coincidence right here. This is exactly where those other few paleo points have come out. The other high-lows that we found, I think 3 or 4 now. And this would be right in the same spot. So I'd be shocked if that's not what that is right there. Gosh, it's got a cool color to it also. Really orange and that's one heck of a point to finish the day out. I thought mine was cool.
Only for a second.
And then I found out it was just kind of cool.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did today.
I'm glad that.
What a fun day. Arrowhead hunting is fun.
All right, guys. Hopefully everybody's out there still hunting. I know that everything's getting planted up and whatnot, but everybody that's still out there hunting, hopefully you're having good luck. And we'll catch you on the next one.
See you later.
Hey everybody, this is part 2 for Sunday, May 14th. Like I said in the first video, Tika and I had a really good day that day and we found a lot of stuff, so I broke this up into 2 parts. So I'm gonna get on with the cleanup here. This is everything that I kept in the video for part 2. I'm not gonna go through any particular order because I don't remember exactly how things were found, but I will go through some of this stuff real quick that was broke, unfortunately. I don't know everything that was on there, but sometimes I like to showcase even some of the broken stuff. So Tiki yells at me because it makes the video too long, but you know what? She's not out here, so. Cool base there. This is a really nice thumb scraper that I found. Tiny, tiny little guy, used up probably. This is a really cool scraper that she found. I'm not sure the material on that, but that's really nice. Really well worked all the way around. Yeah, it's a cool material. And then this was neat. I didn't know what material this was. This stuff is beautiful though. It's really well worked all the way around as well. Well, about halfway around. I can see there it's all worked out. But yeah, this stuff, when it was all wet, man, it's just really, really pretty. It's got all kinds of colors in it. Here's a piece that I found, and you can see the working on it. It's got a little bit of a tip ding there, and a little bit of a basting maybe. But looks like just a little blade. Yeah, you can see it's got a really fine edge all the way around there. Cool little blade. And then this was kind of a neat piece. It's kind of, you know, it's clunky, you know, obviously, but it's another stemmed, looks like another stemmed scraper. It's got a working edge all the way around here. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a point that got busted or not, but you know, obviously it's pretty field grade, but it's got some neat colors to it. You know, I'm sure it was a tool that seen a lot of use. As far as the points goes, this was a cool piece that Tika found. Unfortunately, it's got a busted base, but had some decent size to it. We don't find a ton of large points in that field, but that was kind of a neat piece. And then this was a piece that she found as well. You know, like I said, that's got some cool color to it. Not sure, you know, if it's a little triangle or what. It's got some thickness to it, but it's whole nonetheless. This was a cool little point that I found. Neat material on that. It's fortunately it's got a busted base, as does a lot of things, but still a neat little guy there. And then let's see here. This was kind of a cool point. It's kind of crude, but it's got a big old flared base on it. Neat color. It's got a little bit of a tip ding on it, but I was happy to find it. I'm happy to find every single one of them. I never want to get wrapped up in, you know, if it's got tip dings or base dings. I get just as excited every single point that I walk up on, whether it's got a busted tip or not. So let's see here. This was a cool piece that Tika found, and I don't have any sun out here today. But I'll show a picture in the video there of it with a little bit of light in the background. This thing it's completely translucent. I mean, you can almost see my finger through it right there. I don't know what type of material it is, but it looks like it's made on a flake, and they just sharpen the edges. You can see secondary flaking all around the edges there. But yeah, this thing is like just see-through, absolutely see-through. Cool point. This was a really cool point that I found. It's the last one I found of the day. Just a little stinger of a point. Probably a little palmer. We find a lot of early archaic stuff there, and that's probably what that guy is there. Little serrations all over it. You know, really nice color. Very happy to find that for my last point of the day. And let's see here. This is a point, probably one of my better points of the day. It's got a little bit of a base sting as well there, but I was very happy to find that guy. Super cool colors all over that as well. And then probably the find, you know, other than the celt that Tika found earlier in the day, the other find of the day was another paleo point. So in the video, I was talking about, you know, the area where we've been finding all these high-lows, and I obviously by now, you know, we realize that it's probably a habitation spot there. It's not very big, but it seems like, you know, every time we go, we've been finding a paleo point. So I had this point for the last point of the day for about 2 minutes. And then in the video you saw, I was walking back to the truck and I saw Tika sitting down, and she said she had one. And at first she said she thought she had a triangle because you could just see the base sticking out. And then as I'm walking up, she goes, well, it could be a paleo point. And I thought, are you kidding me? It literally went from a triangle to, it just gained 10,000 years as I'm walking out there. And sure enough, you know, when she pulled it out of the ground, you know, no doubt it's another high-low point. You know, you can see the little shoulder right here. It's heavily ground right there. And it's heavily ground in here, very ground in here. And you can see it's kind of got a longer shoulder here, pretty ground right there too. You know, which is pretty classic of these high-lows. They're most of the time very asymmetrical. You know, you don't find them, you know, they're not the nicest looking point, but obviously the history with them is really cool, being, you know, transitional paleo, 10,500 years old. You know, I was reading up on them a little bit in one of the archaeological books, and it was saying that it's kind of like the Dalton point of the northern climate here up in the Midwest. So cool piece, and I'm sure glad that we saved it. Like I said, this is probably it's probably the 4th or 5th paleo high-low that's come from that exact spot within maybe 50-yard circle. So definitely a habitational spot, and hopefully, you know, we'll find some more and we'll be able to save them. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the whole video, part 1 and part 2. And hopefully we'll get out here again pretty soon. And anybody else that's out, I hope you guys are having a good spring and you're finding a lot of rocks. So rock on, guys. Thanks for joining us.